So, news over the weekend. There's a lot of NBA, a lot of good NBA that happened this weekend
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
Some bad NBA. Ja Morant was in the news yet again. He was on his man's Instagram Live, rocking out to a new NBA YoungBoy song on live, and then flashed the gun, and people were just like, "What the hell?" So as a result, he got suspended. The season's over. Like, his season's over, but he got suspended for the next season.
Ain't that some shit?
That's crazy.
Like, how you get fired on your day
on
off?
your day off. You know what I'm saying? And like when I saw that, I wanted to, you want to create excuses for people. I was like, maybe this is old. Somebody doctored it up. Maybe it made it look like.
Yeah.
My man was like, "That's a brand new song that he's jamming to in the back."
Yes.
That is a lie.
And see, that became the time marker. Mm-hmm. And that became the marker.
Yeah.
So you knew this wasn't like old footage that resurfaced. So what are your thoughts on this kid, man?
Yo, I am like legit confused. Right after the first, couple infractions, it's like, all right, he's trying to find his way. He's young, making a mistake. This time, you knew the direct results of those exact actions. You know it,
right?
You get what I'm saying? So now I can't blame you, young. I can't blame your parents. I can only look to you now. Like, you are a grown ass man. I don't care. Like, you're 23. You're grown.
Is he at 23?
I don't. You're grown. You get what I'm saying? Anybody else not NBA. At 23, they're expected to make decisions on their own.
Okay, all right.
Not saying you have to make, I'm not, but
it don't have to be perfect.
But you're expected to make decisions. If he
was right from wrong.
Yes, if you were a regular 23-year-old, you'd be going to work, coming home, You know right from wrong. You know what you're supposed to do, what you aren't supposed to do, because people are trying to make excuses. Yo, it's his gun, it's his car. He should be able to do that, but you are tied to a brand now. Like, you're not just Ja Morant.
That's what
you don't own you, stupid.
And that's what I want to delve into.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know what you're supposed to be doing. It feels like he's on a crash out mission to get himself removed from the league. Like, I don't know. Is he trying to be a rapper now? Like, you make 30 times much more than these rappers. So what are you trying to do here?
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said.
I'm just confused. Like, I really just am confused. Like I said, I can't even blame his pops. Like, the precedent has been set. You did this, you got in trouble.
Right.
You do it again.
Right.
And I even peeped, because at first I'm like, yo, because I didn't even watch the video at first. At first I'm like, yo, his friends, them not friends either. Like, to let him do that.
Somebody set him up or something.
But if you watch, his man dropped the camera, like, yo, like, as soon as he kind of saw the gun, his man looked like he was trying to, like, it was on live. It wasn't like he recorded it and then put it up. It was live. Like,
yeah.
There's no way around it now. You know what I'm saying? So what was your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts were very similar. That what we have to understand, for those who are trying to make an excuse because he has the right to carry a gun, this and that, all of that's true. But when you work, cash rules everything. Corporations rule everything around me. Mm-hmm. Cream, get the money. The NBA and the world has set up the corporations as a neutralize the revolution type of movement.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
So prior to corporations having their hands involved with everything, you had more independence, more revolutionary artists, more people willing to step out against the grain because of, whatever it is, rebellious ways. The corporation has stifled and stagnated the black man in general, or in particular's movement, because laying over your head is the money. And so when you represent a corporation, they own you. It's sad to say that.
Yes.
But you are embedded. So they have a series of principles that you must abide by if you want to get paid, and the money is now used to stifle and imprison you, and our young brothers and sisters do not see it. So when you get in bed with the NBA, right, because the NBA is suspending him, forget about the corporations. The NBA is saying, we don't want to see guns. Our brand, we market to children. Our PSYOP, our program is to sell hope to children, and this is bad for our brand. Let alone what Nike is going to do, or Doritos, or whoever else he has a deal with. So the responsibility, if you choose to go that route, that is your choice. If you choose to get in bed and sign a $200 million deal with Nike, then you have to understand that comes with a certain code of conduct. Now, he is 23 years old. And at 23, for somebody, the money doesn't mean to him what you think it does. And that's part of the problem. Meaning, it came so easy for him.
But here's the thing, it didn't. Remember, he wasn't a highly touted recruit coming out. Like, he had to grind and fight. So
I understand.
Show some appreciation for that grind.
No, but the grind and fight was more for the love of the game. Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Okay.
So usually at 23 years old, you be lucky you have a job. It's 23-year-olds sitting on their mom's
That's a
couch.
fact. Yeah.
So 23 years old, worth $250 million, whatever the case may be. In that short spirit, he hasn't even experienced nothing in life. And at 23, look at the music he's listening
That's
to.
true too.
Right? So that music, he came in on a vibration. I didn't come in on that vibration. I came in on revolutionary music vibration. You know what I mean? And so that's what was embedded in me as a child, because we all are imprinted by our environment.
Yeah.
So his environment is money, cash, hoes, get that money. I'm getting that money. At 23 years old, I pretty much am set for life. So he has the audacity in his mind to think that the rules don't apply to him. And so he represents a series of rebellious 23-year-olds. They lay bodies down. You know what I'm saying? They have no regard for life. And for some reason, he feels he is a part of that movement more than the corporate movement that he is signed on to. So I'm not making excuses. I'm trying to get into the mindset of a 23-year-old who doesn't know what the average 23-year-old has to go through to survive, find their own place to live.
He's
and
hanging
all of those
around
things.
dudes who do.
That is a fact.
You like it just because somebody else said, what if he saw what was behind door number 2 and said he don't want to part, so he's kind of like sabotaging. There are athletes who are actively protesting, but they're still, playing the game. Kyrie Irving is one of them.
Absolutely. Yeah, understanding the way the game is played is more important than some of the moves you make. Absolutely.
Right. So that's a clear example right there. Somebody who probably saw something like, okay, I don't want to be a part of this. I'm going to do my thing, but I'm going to still ball because I love to ball.
I love the ball, and I do understand generational wealth. So I know that I'm worth $400 million.
Right.
I'm not going to jeopardize that to make you happy.
Right.
And this goes back to what I was, I speak a lot about. You become a prisoner of other people's perception of who you are.
That's true too.
And so when you start living up to other people's expectations, you get lost instead of just being yourself. The reason I'm up here doing what I do and sharing what I share is because I don't want to be a victim of your perception of me. You know what I mean? So I'm up here showing you my weaknesses, my strengths, my wins, my losses, my failures, my ups, my downs, because I feel comfortable doing that. And so when you get these young athletes who, because they took the money, they're forced to act other than themselves. You know what I mean? So now you become a prisoner, sort of like LeBron James.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Since he was 15 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking him. To be in the industry for 20 years, and the worst thing he's probably ever done was the decision. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean? And stuff like that says a lot, but do you know how hard it is to maintain that?
Yeah.
Jordan tried to do it.
Yeah.
Until it came out that he was doing a whole bunch of other stuff.
Side note, I watched Air. Really good.
Okay, I'm going to watch that.
Really good.
Me and
Like,
wife are going to watch that.
Definitely enjoyed it.
And so, understanding all of this stuff, this pressure that is put on this 23-year-old who now, watch this, normal 23-year-olds are doing what he's doing. They out balling, lighting up, click, I'm out here having a good time. So, but because he is 23 and he is a multi-millionaire, what he's saying subconsciously, I don't know if he understands this, is that I don't want this money to define who I am.
Okay.
So, remove the money from the situation, would we even give a screw?
No, but even still, because he could, like what you're saying, right? He could still do all of that stuff. Go to the club, because ball players do that.
Yes.
You got in trouble for the gun last time.
Right.
Why do that again?
Right. And why come up with a half-ass apology and then turn around and do the same exact
it's just
thing?
like that. Listen, I'm my son is 2 years old. I'm starting to repeat myself over and over again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He is 23.
Yes. And he should know right from wrong.
That's it. And the conversation that we're having, and he's young, he's 23, millionaire, cool.